Hello everyone and welcome back guys to round 4 of the LCR Formula E League, where today we head to a Brands Hatch. And yes, very much looking forward to heading to Brands Hatch this week out. Obviously in the background is just currently my fastest lap from qualifying. But yeah, so far though we're pretty much now at the halfway stage of the season. Not too many complaints from myself. Obviously we've taken the first 3 victories. Obviously we missed out on the fastest lap, a couple of extra points back at Rio, even I should say. But then after that, you know, Long Beach was a very, very good race, and Homestead Miami as well last week out was obviously a very, very strong showing as well. But yeah, heading to Brands Hatch though, probably, yeah, one of the weirdest tracks on the calendar, and just of a sense of how sort of lack of complexity it has at the end of the day. So we'll wait and see as to how we fare over the course of this evening. But yeah, my fastest lap though in qualifying, 45 even I should say, not a 145, a 45.642 there would put us on pole by about quarter of a second over our teammate EPT here. Unfortunately, Jordan once again not able to make this round there, so unfortunately he's going to drop out on quite a few points there. But yeah, Typhon in P3 ahead of Apex, Ben, Scott, Panda Padcheetah and VAT Rosenquist round out the qualifying order there. But yeah, 43 laps ahead of us. It's going to be a very, very long race ahead here today. I don't quite think, maybe this is the shortest track on the calendar, I'm not 100% sure in all honesty. But yeah, we're ready though on the grid here at Brands Hatch for round 4 of the season, and it's lights out and away we go. They're not quite responding as well as my teammate EPT as we head down in towards turn 1 there, but we have got the inside line there, but he's going to get a much better run around the outside there. A little bit of contact between the pair of us as we head up the hill there, but luckily we keep it nice and tidy in the end. And yeah, as we head through the hairpin of turn 2 there, we do hold on to the lead of the race there, so doing a little bit better than we managed at Homestead Miami last time out. Obviously we lost the lead on lap 1 of that race here, but yeah, looks like this time around it's been a bit cleaner, a bit tidier, and I know Ethan was very, very strong around this circuit tonight, so we'll wait and see as to what he can muster up as well. Obviously he missed out last weekend as well, so hopefully, you know, we're not going to drop too many points in the team's championship at the moment. Yeah, but end of lap 1 though already. It's such a short lap around this place. It really, really is. Obviously on the Brands Hatch Indy circuit, you know, you haven't really, you know, turn 1 is probably, I'd argue, turn 1 and then turn, what, 4? Turn 5, technically, are probably the only 2 particularly difficult corners on this track, or at least in this car, to really try and maximise. Obviously the tyres are just so thin that you really, really can struggle, you know, to find a bit of consistency with the car. Obviously it's got the power upgrades but not the tyre upgrades, so yeah, it really does struggle. Feels like trying to ride on bicycle tyres around this circuit here. But coming towards the end though of the second racing lap, and yeah, we'd held on at the moment, and now it's just a case of trying to settle down into a rhythm here, and that's exactly what we do as we skip pretty much just over the halfway stage of this race here. We've been quite consistent, a couple of small mistakes but nothing too much to worry about there, and obviously after a couple of people had made their pit stops here, we would dive it in on the end of lap 25 here, just clearing out a few of the tyres that someone else had left in the way there. But yeah, Ethan had already pit, so had LCR Ben. It was Apex who had decided he would stay out for as long as possible here in this race and just try to enjoy a bit of free air and clear track here. But yeah, as we head back down the pit lane though, I think we should come out still in the lead ahead of Ethan there. He had unfortunately got caught out in a big battle, I think, between him, Ben and Apex. They were all having quite a squabble, which really, really did help me break away in the first half of this race. But as we head now down in towards the exit of the pit lane here, you're going to see we are going to have about a 2,000 foot advantage, it looks like, over Ethan at the moment there. So we've got a little bit of room to play with, and now hopefully we can just try and keep it nice, clean and tidy right the way through to the end of the race here. Apex would dive it into the pits just 3 laps later, so we would be moved back up into the race lead here today. But yeah, like I said, hopefully we can just try and keep it nice, clean and tidy between now and the end of the race there. We've only got a third of the race left to go here, and yeah, like I said, hopefully we can just, you know, do what we always do in this league. Don't take too many risks, and just, yeah, once you build up a bit of a margin, it's all about just keeping your head down and avoiding making the small mistakes, which, like I said, was so easy to make around this circuit. You know, you just get a bit unlucky on the curb, try to get on the power half second too early, you can really be dragged out into either a gravel trap or the grass here. But on to lap 38 we go, and you can see someone in front has spun around there and has reversed completely across the track and taken me out there. We lost a lot of time through that. We also lost a lot of time through him deciding to just reverse across our nose still as well in that situation there. And yeah, the car completely wrote off at the front end there. There was going to be very, very little we could do in terms of trying to drag it. But obviously only 5 laps to go of this race here. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can just try and hold out to the end. And yeah, really, really not happy with that one. Obviously, he's made the mistake and then just decided to reverse right in front of me. And yeah, I think he was about 3 laps down at that point. So yeah, rather frustrated with that one there. But yeah, we are going to basically just have to try and stay out towards the end of the race there. We're going to lose far too much time by making another pit stop in this race here. And as we head towards the end of lap 42, though, we'd be losing a good sort of 2-3 seconds a lap here. And unfortunately, it would mean as we head in towards the final lap of the race there, my teammate Ethan would sneak up the inside there. And yeah, nothing we can do in terms of the fence. You know, the car's just wobbling around all over the road here. So that was really, really gutting at the end of the day there. But obviously, luckily, it's no points lost in terms of the team there. And Apex is not that far back as well here, so he might be able to try and get past us as well as we head through this final lap here. But yeah, like I said, we were losing about 3 seconds a lap because of this damage there, so we dropped a good sort of 15-18 seconds at the end of the day, plus obviously losing all that time in the crash itself there. So really, really frustrated with that one at the end of the day. And you know, I've always dreamt of trying to run the flawless season here in the LCR Formula E League, but it looks like yet another season, unfortunately, as we head through the final corner, we are going to come second to Ethan once again. He's now the only person to have beaten me in a race since round 3, I think, of season 1 here. And now he's done it twice there. But over the finish line we come. It's P2 there, only just ahead of Apex as well. They're only 6-7 tenths at the finish line there. But we will get the fastest lap of the race, which would be a nice couple of bonus points to soften the blow just a little bit there. But Ethan, he comes through for his first race victory of the season there. I think he's second in the LCR Formula E League there. Apex in 3rd, Ben in 4th, header, Typhon, Scott, Rosenquist and Panda Padcheetah would round out the finishes there. But yeah, not quite the race we would have wanted at the end of the day, but that's sometimes just the way it goes. Hopefully, we should be able to make it to the next round. It's just going to be a bit iffy. I've got work just beforehand, so we'll wait and see about that. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. Do get yourself subscribed, and yeah, hopefully I'll see you guys next time, where fingers crossed we will be trying to do the triple at Hockenheim.